Shiro Emiya. Listen closely. You aren't a person who fights, you're a person who creates. Clear everything else from your mind. There is only one thing you are capable of, so it's imperative that you master it.
Archer! Saber.
Shiro.
Okay, that's it. You've pushed yourself too far.
What are you talking about? I've been in worse situations than this. I've carried on before, and I can carry on now. I'm quite capable of getting out of this myself.
No matter how many times you've experienced it, pain is still pain. You know, your life would be easier if you just learned to complain a bit more.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm forcing you to take a break. Watching you run with that look on your face is causing me some serious pain.
You're being absurd. Let go of me! If you think I'm going to collapse because of some minor little...
Will you stop fighting me? This is an order from your master, so just do it!
If she continues to resist, you could just use a command seal.
That's not fair!
Then do what I tell you to, okay? If we don't get moving, Ilya and Berserker will catch up with us.
きらめく涙は星に風に乗り空を飾る月明かり雲に途切れても僕を照らすまっすぐなレールが嫌で闇雲に駆け出した諦めを決意に変えてすり減ったかかと誇る道は続く西へ東へ日は沈んでもきらめく涙は星に風に乗り空を飾る月明かり雲に途切れても僕を照らす
Saber's body is burning up. I've got to think of something fast.
Shiro.
Don't talk, just rest. You've done nothing but save me again and again. The least that I can do is try to save you now.
Shiro!
Sorry, I snagged my foot on something. Okay, grab a hold of me again.
This is ridiculous, and it ends now.
What do you mean?
You must go. You and Rin need to take care of saving yourselves.
Don't tell me what to do. I tripped back there, that's all. I can easily carry you the rest of the way.
I expect you to be the voice of reason here, Rin. If you're going to make it, you need to leave me behind. If he carries me, you'll never escape. Besides, it's pointless to save me anyway.
Stop talking like that!
All right, fine. The last thing we have time for is bickering. Look over there.
What is this place?
Something they've abandoned. Archer spotted it on our way into the castle. He suggested it as a hideout in case we ran into trouble. If Iliasville is chasing after us, it'll be a while before they get here. And if they take their time looking for us, we may even be able to hide out in here until daybreak.
Tosaka, about Archer.
I told him all he needed to do was buy us some time. But he was arrogant and cocky, right up to the end. I won't let his death be for nothing. Berserker took out Archer, and I'm going to take out Berserker. It's my personal belief that if you have time to worry, then you have time to do something about it. That means when the time comes, you need to be ready too.
Sure, how?
I don't care how strong Berserker is. He had to have come out of that fight with Archer with at least some injuries that are going to weaken him. I have a special stash of gems that I fortunately brought with me tonight. If we can get Saber back on her feet, then I might be able to come up with a plan to get us out of here.
But how are we gonna do that if I can't help her?
The only thing she needs to get going is more mana. If we can at least get her the bare minimum her body requires, then she should be able to recover like she always has.
But how do we do that? If there's a way to save her, tell me, I'll do it! Wait, hold on. If it involves forcing her to attack somebody, you can forget it.
I'm not suggesting that, and besides, there aren't any souls for her to take out here anyway. I'm thinking of something a little more reliable. I want to try transferring some of your magic circuits over to Saber.
Rin, that would...
I'll need to create a state of synergy first and then reconnect your spiritual pathways. We have to do this, Shiro. At this point, a transplant is the only option we have left. If we don't get your power to Saber, she'll never make it.
I don't care. If it'll work, then just do it.
But to Amogus, his magic circuits are far more precious than life itself.
That's true. Not to mention the fact that this is somewhat like ripping nerve endings clean out of your body. If we do this, Shiro, you are definitely going to feel it.
If you can really do it, I don't care.
I'll figure out a way. Just realize that once you do this, Shiro, you'll forever be somewhat flawed as Amogus. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to completely reach your full potential.
This is far too much to ask of Shiro.
No, let's do it.
Shiro!
Are you absolutely sure?
You said it yourself. We have to do this, for Archer's sake as much as our own.
All right then, let's start. It's just some prep work we have to do to start the ritual. Trust me, this is going to be just as hard on Saber. In order to put you two in the same state of mind, you first need to be thrown a little off balance.
I don't suppose there's an alternate way that we could achieve this. Wait! What are you doing?
In order for the transplant to take effect, we must establish physical contact between each of us.
Please, Shiro. You have to help me out here. Stop Rin from doing this.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I can do that.
If I stop now, then the ritual won't work. This involves you, too.
Really?
We must create synergy in order for this to succeed. Anfang seien sie, der Gungen mit ihrem Ursprung. Mein Arbeit schützt ihn und führt ihn zu ihrer Ziel. Schmerzen, decken, mischen, lösen, schließen sie an.
Shiro.
Where am I? Where's Saber? What's going on? Am I inside of her? I guess so. Then I've got to get close enough to her core, so I can give her one of my circuits.
Shiro.
Morning, Saber.
Good morning to you too, Shiro.
You're looking a whole lot better than you did last night.
Well, now that I'm able to regenerate my mana, that should no longer be a problem.
That's great. I'm guessing that it worked then.
I have to apologize to you, Shiro. When I was receiving your circuits, I did the best I could to only take the bare minimum that I required. However, I'm afraid even that was still too much.
It's fine. Don't apologize.
Yes, but
I still feel like I can do reinforcement magic. I doubt I'll even miss them. I think the circuits we transferred over were probably the ones I didn't even use anyway. Besides, I just feel a whole lot more connected to you now. I didn't really have that before.
You two seem to be in good health. It's a good start. We've got a battle to plan. Listen up. As far as battle plans go, this one's pretty simple. We'll have to ambush them to win. Our attacks must be constant so he has no chance to counterattack, and it's imperative our finishing blow is swift and successful.
yes, I agree.
So in other words, get ahead of those two and jump them before they see us. But do you really think Berserker is gonna let himself get ambushed?
That's a good point. He does have Ilia with him, so she'll easily be able to pick up on your and Saber's presence.
What are you trying to get at? You don't honestly think that you can ambush those two on your own, do you?
Of course I can. It makes perfect sense. You're the one they're after, not me. And besides, I can mask my presence. Saber, how much strength have you recovered so far?
Regular combat won't pose a problem.
That's all we need. I want you and Shiro to do your best to keep Berserker's attention. I'll stay hidden and watch for an opening. Shiro, you'll need to come up with something to trick Ilia.
No problem. I'll tell her you left us, and she'll probably believe it. She tends to believe whatever people tell her anyway.
There's still an issue we haven't dealt with. I'm fine with fighting Berserker, I have no problem with that. But I won't allow Shiro to fight him. He's no match for that beast.
No one's asking him to do that. Shiro will fall back when the fighting begins and act as your rear support.
That's ridiculous. Shiro knows nothing about the black arts.
Wait a minute. I think I actually can help. The trick to doing this. All I have to do now is come up with some arrows the same way I came up with this.
Good, that'll work. I'm glad to see you're not completely defenseless. I'll be up there watching things progress. Saber, I'll wait for you to create an opening. Once you've done that, I'll come forward with my special stash of gems and destroy Berserker.
These gems you have, Rin, do they respond to your style of sorcery?
I've been saving these up like pennies in a piggy bank for as long as I can remember. Trust me, they'll work. All right, let's go.
Saber, do me a favor. Promise me just one thing.
And what would that be?
Whatever happens, I don't want you using your noble phantasm again. Even if it would help in defeating Berserker. I'm serious about this, okay? I don't want you to die.
I understand. With my current mana levels the way they are, it may not work against Berserker anyway. And besides, if I disappear, then I won't be able to win the Holy Grail.
Great. The Saber I know is back. A person so freakishly calm it gets a little unnerving.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Come on, what are you two waiting for?
We better go, or she'll start yelling at us again.
Yes, Rin does seem to make a pastime out of reprimanding us, doesn't she?
Hey, watch where you're going, okay? What is it, Saber? What's going on?
Nothing. It's just that when you touched me, I suddenly...
I found you! I'm surprised. I expected you guys to keep running to the very end. So, it looks like Saber has recovered her strength. That's too bad. But I have to say, Shiro, it's really cute that you think someone like her could actually beat me. But the bad news is, you're both going to die here. Hey, where's Rin?
She's gone. She took off a while ago. She's probably way out of the forest by now.
I don't know about that. This forest is an Einspurn barrier. If Rin had left, I would have known about it. Guess I'll just have to kill her later. On the other hand, Shiro, if you were to beg me, I might reconsider and let you live.
Hey, Ilya, I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of this fight, is there?
Not a chance. I've got to follow my grandfather's orders. As long as I have Berserker at my side, then that means I'm the Einspurn Master. And that means I have to kill the other Masters and bring home the Holy Grail.
Yeah, well, I'm Saber's master. And if you refuse to back down, then I'll just have to defeat Berserker and make you.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have to die.
That's her seal. It's so enormous that it makes other masters pale in comparison.
Playtime is over.
What the hell happened? He's stronger now.
Go on, Berserker! Have fun! Kill them all!
Saber!
Their difference in power is so obvious. If his sword even so much as scratches her, your little servant is gonna be ripped to shreds.
I can at least distract him.
Don't worry about Shiro for now. He'll be easy pickings after you finish crushing that annoying servant of his.
No matter how hard I try, I still end up being useless. I can't help Saber. I'd just be in the way against this guy. There's nothing that I can do to help. Damn it!
There is only one thing you are capable of, so it's imperative that you master it. What you should always be visualizing is you at your most powerful.
Visualize. Saber! This bow isn't gonna work. I need something stronger. I need a sword. A sword so strong that it can beat that bastard.
this was going to happen. Gotcha!
So, did that kill him?
No way! That's impossible! Those gems should have blown his head clean off!
I guess I have to change my opinion of you, Rin. I can't believe you actually managed to take one of Berserker's lives. But the bad news for you is that he won't die for good unless you kill him a total of 12 times.
12 times?
I'm sure you know the legend, Rin. The Greek hero Hercules had to overcome the 12 labors in order to atone for his sins. And the reward he received was a form of immortality.
A stockpile of lives. Multiple layers of resurrection spells.
That's why killing him is gonna pose a bit of a problem for you. It's a curse of immortality that forces him to live through the deaths that he avoided in life. It's called the God Hand. It's Berserker's noble phantasm. That attack you landed on Berserker did take one of his lives, but he still has 7 to go.
No way! You've gotta be joking. We've gotta kill this thing 7 more times?
Rin, get out of there!
Tosaka!
Berserker! Turn her into mush!
Fate, stay night. Next time, the Sword of Promised Victory.